All right, welcome traders. Hey, today's going to be a little different of a experience for you. I'm going to talk about one of my investing accounts where I'm really covering just income ETFs in that account. I mean, there's a few other things that generate income, but this portfolio is designed as just an income generator, not a growth generator. It's not a trading account or any of those things. It is really just an investing account where I'm actually looking to try to just generate monthly income, and I really like the NEOS funds, so I use most of those funds. I'm going to show you how January and February have gone. So I'm just give you a little monthly update. Now that February is in the books, not too shabby. I like where we are. We're going to keep adding to this, and I do have a very detailed strategy on this. I do share it with the members of our Discord exactly what I'm doing. But there's a certain allocation. There's a way I'm reinvesting the income into the portfolio right now. There's also a way that I'm managing some risk and doing some other things. It's a big strategy piece. I'm not going to go through it here on this video, but I wanted to just update you with what I'm doing and maybe see if that's something that maybe you get some interest in and maybe sparks some interest on your level. Again, this is only for entertainment and educational purposes. Do your own research, trade your own plan, but maybe take a look and see if, man, that sounds like something I might like to look into. Feel free to look into that. If you want to check into more, you can always join our Discord and get the details from there. But that being said, let's not get into that. Let's talk about the portfolio itself. So let me go ahead and share the portfolio with you, and let's get into what's happening here today. All right. So we have spent a total of $384,000 cash-wise in this portfolio to get in. It's currently valued at 357,242. So we are down about $27,000 since the inception, which is quite a while ago. So many moons ago, back in May of last year is when we really got started. But I've honed this thing now since the beginning of this year. So I'm not tracking it since the beginning of this year. I'm going back to the original holdings, but that's where we are. Okay, we have also received about $20,000 in distributions in this portfolio so far, which is not too bad. The total net income between those two is we're down about $6,500, which is about 1.7% down overall. Now, all of these together, all of the funds that I'm using here are using about $156,000 in margin. Okay, so the return on margin, when you look at these distributions here, uh, overall, I'm just talking distribution return on margin, not the overall net income return on margin. Distributions are generating about 13% in total. So that being said, here's some things to look at. We had in January about $3,500 in distributions, and then this month about $4,188. Now, I do plan on increasing the amounts that I have in this portfolio. I am not fully invested. There's more money in cash. I'm looking for a dip to purchase to buy some more shares and be smart about that. So, that being said, you get a little sense of what's going on. All right. The return on the end of the month valuation here and our distributions gives you a little sense of what is the monthly return on that. Last month, about 1.24%. This month, about 1.28%. So we're generating about 1.28% a month so far on average, or about 1.26 if you really want to know. That'll put us at about 15% for the year, which if you figure that the stock market returns about 10% a year on average, 9, 8, 9, 10% a year on average. I'm pretty happy with that from an investing standpoint. This is not a trading account. Make way more than that in my trading account. I'm just putting this together as just an income generator. And I'm going to talk about why it's down here in a minute. You can see overall, we've got SPY in here. My goal is to have about 25% in SPY. We're currently sitting at 29% because this was the original fund I started. You can see back here in May of last year is when I first started investing in it. I added a little bit more in September and a little bit more in December. So we've been slowly adding to this fund as we go. So it's got a higher allocation right now, but as I start to reinvest in some of the other ones that are newer, those will start to even out. All right, QQQ, we also started this last year in October. And overall, by the way, our return on investment here in SPY, we've made about $5,000 on the gains of the ETF, and we've made about $8,000 on distribution. So total net income from the SPY position is up about $13,000, which is about over 13%. Not too bad for something that I've only been doing for about 8 months now. So I will take that. I'm pretty happy with SPY. On the Qs, that position's down about $3,000. Qs have struggled a little bit more as of late, but we've had over $3,000 of distribution, so we are actually on the positive here of net income. I'm not worried. I believe the markets will go up over time. So the fact that the current value of the fund is down is okay. I'm looking at the income now. If things start to really go awry, we'll take a look at things. But overall, not too shabby here. The goal is 20%. We're at 23% again because this is a fund that we started last year, and I've been tracking all of the distributions here, and I do track them by month so that we can see exactly what's coming in and make those decisions as to what to keep. Now, I did recently, just a couple days ago, we added SPY-H. Again, another NEOS fund. This is a hedged version of SPY. This is basically a break even. I've only had it on for a couple weeks. No distributions so far. I'll actually take that back. We had a distribution on the 27th of $178. So it's up fractionally right now. I'm not too concerned about it, but it is a little safer fund, and it's generating a little bit less of a distribution, which is fine. If you want to look these up, I'm not going to explain them all to you. That's for you to research there. I'm just telling you what I've got. And at SPY, I want to get to about 15%. I'm only at 7.7% of the total portfolio in here. So I will be doubling my position in SPY as we go. I am also in my trading account, I never make contributions to it. I just grow whatever it is. In this account, I will be making some contributions as we go. Have not made any this year, but I expect to start doing that. I've got a wedding to pay for in just a couple weeks from now. We're heading out to Greece for a couple weeks. I'll be in Florida a couple times. So I've got some expenses and some things that I'm looking at. But this is really to set up as a set it and not forget it, but let it grow. Now, here's the rub. We are in the Bitcoin ETF, BTCI. We're down about $30,000, almost $31,000 in this one. But we have had about $6,000 in distributions. So overall, we're down. Now, the ETF is down 43% since we started. Okay, but we are actually not down that much. We're down about 28% overall on this. And then on the margin too, we're generating about 28% on distributions on the margin, which is pretty good. So I like it. As BTCI, and again, I believe in Bitcoin, as it starts to rebound or rebounds here, you'll see us really doing well in this fund. On the same note, I have NEHI, which is, and oh, by the way, the goal allocation is 7%. Again, because of the way I got into these funds back in 25 and came up with this new strategy in 26, the allocations are a little bit out of whack, so I won't be adding to this one. Its current allocation is 15%. It's probably going to grow substantially if Bitcoin increases. I will not be reinvesting anything into this part until all the other allocations are back to where they need to be. Now, NEHI is the Ethereum fund. Okay, so this one is pretty much just a break even as well. We've had two distributions, or one distribution from this so far, which is a really nice distribution. I like this fund a lot. I'm a big believer in Ethereum, much more so than Bitcoin. I'm looking to get to about 8%. I'm at 8.3, so I'm really where I want to be with this fund right now. So I'm pretty happy with where we are. We're just getting started on distributions, especially since Bitcoin and Ethereum have had a little bit of a tougher go. I like the way it's hanging in there, doing well. Another fund that I have here is gold. So the IAUI is the gold ETF from NEOS as well. We're up about $3,000 in value on the ETF. We've also had a distribution so far, just one distribution. So we've made about 31.85 on income here, about 10%. And then lastly, I added today NIHI. This is an international fund tracking the MSCI. I like this fund. I wanted to go about 10% on this, and I opened up with about a 7% position. I will add some more if there's any more pullback on it. I like it. We have not had distributions because I just added it today. And by the way, gold, I'd like to get to 15%. I'm only at 9. So overall, I'm pretty happy with where this is right now. I'm pretty happy with the distributions I'm getting. So I'm averaging about 1.26%. Which is going to put me again around 15% a year just from these funds. I am doing some other things in this account, so it's not all just funds. There's a few other unique uh, things in here. We are doing the dynamic income poor man covered calls in this, so there's a little bit of amount allocated to those. Those are doing well in this account, and then I do have some bond funds that I'm going to be adding. They're not going to be a distribution bond fund like NUS has in TLT. I will be doing some SGov in here as well, just to have a place for some of my cash to make some income. I may also look, depending on how this goes, without adding a lot of risk to this account, and I do have other investment accounts, so this one is a good opportunity. I will also be looking at selling a box spread trade to generate some more cash. Okay, I'm okay with the 4% annual expense that would cost me, so I can pay 4% to borrow that money using an SPX box trade, and then I would use that cash to add some additional ETFs or equal out some of these funds that I have in here to get to my proper allocations. I'm okay paying a little bit of that. I won't be paying margin interest. Okay, I'll be paying the interest or the difference on those box funds, but those box trades, and that will be an opportunity for me to inject some cash in here, keeping me from any margin interest, which is a much higher rate. Okay, I'm not going to margin to the hilt here. I'm not going to go crazy, but that will add some cash. So I should be able to pay off that. If I have, even if I have something that's only generating 10% and I'm paying 4%, I'll take an extra 6% a year or so on this account. We have not done that yet. I will keep you in the loop as we do those things, but hopefully this is something of interest to you and you can see what we're doing. And if it makes sense, maybe it's something you want to take a look at. All right. Stay safe. Have a good time on that. Take a look at what I'm doing here and then make some decisions on your own. We'll see you later. Bye bye.